Hey there, Nancy Drew Clue crew. My name is Michael Gray, and today I'm playing Nancy Drew number 30, The Shattered Medallion, as part of the the 2014 Nancy Drew Mega Marathon, where I play all of the Nancy Drew games in a row. The marathon was a big lead up to this game, Nancy Drew number 30, The Shattered Medallion. I'm playing this game live on the internet, so hello to everybody in the studio audience. I can actually read their comments here. I think it's going to be loading as I play this game. So let's get started. We are going to play this game on Master Sleuth mode, and none of these comments are loading, so give me a brief second. Reload. Reload. Come on, reloading. Advertisements? No, nobody likes advertisements. Let's get started on Master Sleuth mode. Nancy. After years of trying, I finally got George a spot on her favorite adventure reality show, Pacific Run. You have no idea how excited she is to have you on her team. This is action! I've been telling everybody I know you're going to be this season's best down. If you've been training as much as George, there's no way you'll to cheer you two on from the comfort of a swanky hotel, I hope. Go Team Tui!
This season of Pacific Run is holding nothing back. Let's meet the contestants who are about to take the ride of a lifetime. No known allergies, cannot swim. Kiri, Team Tawagi. She broke hearts on date panic. Climbed to the top single-handedly in Biggest Cheater.
Okay, I've always wanted to wonder about this, but we have Kiri and her partner. I forget her partner's name, but her partner sort of looks like Lily from Nancy Drew, the one where she goes to Egypt. Except she looks like Lily, except they just changed her hair black. That's what I'm saying here. I think her partner is Lily, whose hair has been dyed black.
And along with partner Erin, she's here to make her mark on the country she calls home. Next, Lena, Team Kia, international cryptology consultant by day, quote-unquote, none of your business the rest of the time. Delightful! Next up, a young woman after my own heart, my personal favorite, George Fane.
Let's call that good. Okay, I'm Sunny. I'm the line producer. Everyone has a game phone. Keep an eye on your phone for updates from the announcer. When you get a medallion, bring it back to the stand. The producer areas are off limits. Very off limits. Your rules are in your tent. Read the rules. The first team to finish a stage gets the highest score. Second team gets the second highest, and so on. Keep an eye out for extra missions. Sometimes the perks will be even better than the points. You can still win coming in second or third once in a while. My plan requires many specific talents. Whoa, you're not supposed to hear that. I have to go.
And we're off. Time for our teams to build up some steam. Solve the Rails puzzle to find your very own Pacific Run data chip. Guard it with your life. Your team chip will give you access to new locations to explore, puzzles to solve, and challenges to overcome.
Delightful! So, I recently played this game with my girlfriend. We played like the first hour or so, and she didn't like this game very much, but I'll talk more about that later. Puzzle!
Time to get these tracks together.
Oh, Nancy. Okay, so, let me see. This one, not that one. There we go. Okay, so those match, and then we have the circle thing. Oh, yeah. And then this is that one, and then this is that one. Yes. Oh, I've got this. Oh, yeah.
This looks useful.
So, I mean, this is one of the things that I think my girlfriend and I kind of had a difference of opinion about. I like this game. I like how we can go on adventures and do things, but the first challenge is probably the least exciting one. It's find plants, and I'm sorry, that's the least exciting challenge. But I can understand why they wanted to start the game with this challenge, because it's the challenge of go to all of these places and figure out where everything is, because it's basically just a find it challenge. It's a hidden objects challenge in real life.
I'm not allowed back there. At least not while the security cameras are active.
No, it's off limits. Very off limits. Hey, let's talk to George.
All right, let's start looking for those plants. You do the footwork, and I'll research where they might be.
George, you need to brush your hair.
What's up?
Ready for this?
You know it. What should we do first?
Search for plants first, win second, then gloating, if time permits.
Sounds good.
Any good advice on where to look for the plants?
I'm working on it. You do your thing.
George.
I'll let you go.
See you later. Can't talk. Call me if you need anything.
George.
Can't talk. Call me if you need anything.
Yeah, George. Okay, so George, interesting things only happen to George when Bess is around, so she's not going to help. Flower puzzle, flower puzzle, flower puzzle. Let's talk to Patrick.
What?
I said let's talk to Patrick.
Are you excited to be on Pacific Run?
I suppose. Lynn said we're going to be on TV.
Okay.
And I said, should I pack?
You weren't excited.
I notice it when it's happening. It doesn't feel any different than regular life. It's like you make a tiny clone of yourself for people to yell at.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you another time.
Yeah, one of the problems my girlfriend had was figuring out what's the deal with Patrick. Is he supposed to be funny? Is he supposed to be Patrick? I don't know.
Looks like I'll need something to activate that.
Let's go to Doubtful Sound.
I was born to kayak, but which boat is the one for me?
We've got stuff to do here. Kayaking. So the first plant is over here, sort of by this thing.
The cow I have picked thou.
Nancy, you're so nerdy. Okay, so Nancy is secretly a nerd. She like spends all her time watching Star Wars and stuff.
Unlock this hatch.
So let's see. We pick up this plant, and that triggers a scene with Lena and Patrick.
You can't just back away from this because you're scared.
I'm not scared.
Yes, you are.
So what if I am?
Turning up the audio.
What's wrong?
It's not wrong. You're afraid. You're just afraid.
It's unnatural.
This looks like some sort of code.
Like, we've got a couple of Patrick is dumb jokes here, like this. Patrick, write down everything. Make a note of it. Note to self, and then he writes down everything verbatim. Patrick, you're killing me, baby. So we have our plants there, and another plant is inside the puzzle palace, which is good, because we have the puzzle there. Yeah, okay. Better get that plant first.
I need to find all of the differences.
Alright, so this, I think, you know, we finally figured out how it works. On two screens, things are the same. On the other two, things are different. So for example, say I want to point out the difference between the two kiwis. Well, these two are the same, but these two kiwis are different. So I click on the kiwis on those screens. Does that make sense? You don't want to click on the one that's the same. You want to click on the one that's different. I hope that makes sense. Alternately, just click on everything and eventually you'll get it. Yeah, okay, so the sun is different in some things, and so is the plane, and so is the zeppelin, and so is that, and I've got to imagine those clouds are different, and those trees have to be different, and this tractor is different here. Water tower. Okay, so I'm almost done now. So I know people. What am I saying? I'm reading here in the comments, but yeah, what were Lena and Patrick fighting about? Lena wanted Patrick to go kayaking, but why would she want him to go kayaking? There's no reason to go kayaking at this point in the game. But yeah, I mean, I can understand Patrick can't swim, and he's scared of swimming, but I guess maybe that's why he doesn't want to kayak, because kayaking is sort of like swimming.
I should figure out what these letters spell.
And my girlfriend, who is too picky, said this is a bad puzzle because woolshed is 2 words, not 1.
All right, I did it.
I'm like, really? That's getting really, really picky, but that was her complaint.
Looks like I'll need a password.
Let me see. If I do it as 2 words, does it work? No. Okay. So you're saying that they were kayaking to get those plants, huh? Well, why can't Lena do it herself?
It's locked.
I mean, if you know the plants are on the other side of the lake, I mean, you're at the point where you could just do it yourself. I don't know. Either way, convenient conversation for Nancy to overhear is extremely convenient. Beautiful scenery.
All right, rope bridge.
And we're just supposed to pretend that George was with us the entire time because everybody, George is here! Hey, hey! Hi, George! Hope nothing bad happens to you.
Looks pretty dangerous. You sure you want to do this?
More than I've wanted to do anything.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Yes?
George!
Last time on Pacific Run, the world watched in stunned horror as tragedy struck George Fane. Today, a dark mood hangs over New Zealand as the remaining contestants grapple with the loss of such a brave young woman. From this season's cast. Luckily for Miss Fane and her lawyers, she's resting comfortably and hopefully not feeling too litigious.
I'm so glad you're okay. No matter what, we're going to win for you.
That's sweet of you, but you don't need to.
And we'll find out what happened with the bridge.
Okay, that might be nice.
I'm sorry you don't get to compete. I know how much you were looking forward to it.
I'll get to watch, at least. Which reminds me, I have a producer feed.
So, I just have to go to the television over there to hear them?
Yeah, and hey, take this. Just in case you need to sneak back and catch up. It's a key to the producer area. Just don't get caught.
Are you proposing I cheat?
No, just something odd is going on here. We might need to bend the rules.
No, George. So, George is okay. She just broke her leg and her arm. Ow.
Well, I do like bending rules.
I know you do. Are you sure you want to help? This is a lot to do alone.
Bess has volunteered to help.
Bess? Bess Marvin.
Say hello to our newest contestant, Bess Marvin. Let's hear what she's got to say for herself.
I'm going to die here.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. And we continue. Pacific Run, New Zealand.
So we have an interesting comment from Dressage Girl 3. George is the only one who wanted to be on this show, and this is the only time George actually does something. So, poor George. Her main role in this show is to get dropped off a bridge. And that's basically it. That's basically it for the mystery. I hope you enjoyed it. The rest of the game is just going to be winning the challenge.
That's the way to block the camera's sight lines.
Yay! Yeah, so that's literally about all we're going to do for the mystery. The rest of the game is just us trying to win Pacific Run. There we go. I believe there are multiple solutions to this puzzle. What if... Yes. Yes. Alright, so somebody's saying Nancy's Harry Potter while George is Hermione and Bess is Ron. Aww. It's kind of sad. Oh wait, I have another block. Yay! Sorry, I thought I was stuck on that puzzle, but I'm not! Hooray! I just like that comment while somebody, wait, what? Now I'm confused. Sorry, confused myself. So this is a thing. This is a pamphlet from Jamila. Very strange. And here's a letter from Mr. June. Wait, I think Sunny might have volunteered willingly. So here's the question that British is bringing up. Did Bess volunteer willingly, or did Nancy just force her into it?
So Jin is Sunny's grandfather. Is this why Sunny's here?
So, I mean, that would make sense if Nancy's like, listen, Bess, if you don't join this competition, I'm going to punch you in your nose. And then Nancy says, oh, guess what? Bess volunteered. Oh, Nancy.
What's this? Interesting.
Ooh. Oh, my.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's inside of this. Knowing Sunny, I'd better figure out the combination before messing with that.
Somebody is asking, Michael, how much do I know about New Zealand? I know it's newer than Old Zealand, but that's about it.
You need to ask Sunny about the clues you've been finding.
Sure. Why?
Well, he keeps asking about my sleuth friend and what she's up to. It's like he's been getting impatient.
What clues have I been finding, George? I just found one piece of paper, and that's about it.
I think I need your help researching. Can you do that?
Nancy! I'm scandalized. It could get us kicked off the show.
I'm not looking to cheat.
But you want the goods on everyone who's here. I know. I started. Check my tablet for updates. I have a hard time staying
awake. See, I like the dialogue like that in the game. That's a clever piece of dialogue, but some of the dialogue is just sort of strange, especially Patrick. It's like he's saying stuff and we're missing things. if that makes sense. He's either sly like a fox or sly like a rock.
This must be the show's confession booth. Nah, I'll just stick with talking to myself.
So I think the reason Bess volunteered was to get close to Sunny June because she thinks he's good looking.
Whoa, you look worried.
I look worried?
I know you're upset, but everything will be fine.
You do know that George is the cautious, capable one.
That doesn't mean something bad is going to happen to you.
Don't use your logic voice on me if you're not going to use your logic.
Fine, you might get hurt. Bess,
Please go back to lying to me.
honestly, whatever happens, I've got your back.
Oh, that's it for Bess? Okay.
Talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Bess. So maybe it is true that Nancy's like, hey, Bess, do you want a free trip to New Zealand? And Bess is like, sure. And then afterwards, Nancy's like, now you have to be on a reality TV show. And Bess goes, no, my.
I saw you in the out-of-bounds area.
Are you sure?
What's the game? What are you after?
Just visiting George.
That might be true. So I'll let it slide. For now. If you do me a favor.
What's that?
Ask Sunny if this means anything to him. See how he reacts. Don't tell him it came from me.
Want to team up?
Nah, I'm good.
You and Patrick are a very unique couple.
I know what you're getting at. He's got a depth most people don't see. Even he isn't aware of it sometimes.
I'm not seeing it.
That's fine. I'm not trying to sell you on my boyfriend.
Oh, well, you could tell me just a little bit.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Explain to me how he's an important character rather than just this guy who sits on a rock.
Have you been to the puzzle place?
I have.
That place is hilarious.
What makes it hilarious?
I know, right?
Like conversations like that, are we missing pieces of the conversation? Because I don't quite understand it.
You and Lena seem to complement each other pretty well.
What? Oh, like harmonious opposites? Yeah, I'm good at that.
I couldn't help overhear you fighting earlier.
Lena wanted me to kayak. I hate water.
Why?
I don't have any body fat. I'm like a gorilla. I just sink to the bottom.
You can't swim?
Can gorillas swim?
I don't know.
Well, someone told me they can't. It would make up something like that.
How long have you and Lena been together?
I'm not the best with time.
How's that?
I don't know. Who invented the minute anyway?
I have no idea.
Maybe we should just go back to the drawing board.
Where were you when George was injured?
With Lena?
Where?
Near the bridge.
Did you see anyone near the bridge?
Lena?
Anyone else?
No, just us.
So somebody named Lena is asking what I think of Lena and Patrick's relationship.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you another time.
I'm not sure how I feel about them, if that makes sense. Huh. I don't think we actually get to see them interacting as a couple, besides for that one fight we overhear them, we overheard them fighting. But for the rest of the time, we don't really get to see them interact as a couple. And I think that was also the problem with the movie Frozen, which came out semi-recently. And by semi-recently, I mean like 12 months ago. Anna and Elsa, they're supposed to be sisters, but we don't see them interact as sisters. We see them as little kids, and then apparently there were 3 to 5 years of them hating each other and never talking whatsoever. And yeah, it's like I was not sold on their relationship because I never get to see that. So I'm talking about Lena and Patrick and, of course, Disney movies.
I'm so sorry about George.
Thanks. Looks like she's going to be okay.
Same with Erin.
I heard she tried to save George.
She did.
Are you going home?
Nah, going on alone. You?
Bess is joining me.
The blonde with the day glow camo? Good luck with it.
Hey, Bess is great.
Nancy, I'm teasing you. At the end of the day, this is a game. As much as I love trash talk, that's all it is. I have a proposal for you.
I'm listening.
You and I should form an alliance.
Right, but at the end there can only be one winner. So what's the overall plan?
Yes, McLeod. But I don't need to win. I need to stay around long enough to get screen time. I promised my agent I'd make it to the finals.
You have an agent?
Yep.
Well, that's surprising, but I suppose I might be open to the thought of working together.
Good. Here's something. Consider it a show of good faith. Sonny June, the producer, he's not supposed to be the one running the show.
What do you mean?
I heard a conference call. Apparently, he trashed the travel paperwork for the actual crew.
For real?
For real, yes.
So, I'm just a little surprised that Nancy and Kiri form an alliance. Why can't they just be on the same team? You know, they go from being opponents to being on the same team. That seems like the sort of twist they would throw into a reality TV show to make it fancy. Alright, so Lena's headband is the culprit. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, Lena's headband would be the culprit.
Okay, I'm ready to work with you.
You won't regret this. You'll regret something else.
What?
Yeah, like that. That's a pretty abrupt conversation ending.
Have you found any comics lying around?
No, why? Is that a bonus?
Not that I think.
But you're interested in them.
I'm interested in everything.
Oh, no, you're not.
Well, most things.
Name 50.
All right, I'm a little interested in the comics.
Why?
They seem related to Sonny.
Yeah, Sonny drew them. Okay, so Zoe is saying that Kiri's agent is probably Dwayne Powers. Yeah, that would make sense.
George thinks she saw someone cutting the bridge.
Did she see what he looked like?
What makes you so sure it's a man?
A working knowledge of history and humanity.
Either way, she really couldn't tell.
Any chance it's just her imagination?
Yeah, but at the same time, shows like this have so many safety regulations.
Regulations, sure. But don't forget the regulations matter less when the producer's a lunatic.
You've done a lot of reality television.
That's a true statement.
Why?
I tried reality by itself, but no one pays you or pays attention to you. So, I used TV to fix that problem.
So the question my girlfriend had would be, do people in New Zealand actually talk like that? I mean, is this like a realistic depiction of New Zealanders, the way that Kiri and Patrick and Lena talk where, oh, we're just going to talk like this? Yeah, I'm going to say this short statement and stop. Yeah. Alrighty, so what are people talking about here in the studio audience? Nancy Drew Diaries number 6. Ooh, I didn't like that one.
Bye.
Yeah, that was one of the books where the culprit could have sat back and done absolutely nothing and things would have ended up exactly the same way. The evil plan actually would have been a success if the culprit in that book had done nothing. So it's a strange book.
Have you been reading my papers?
No.
Whatever you do, don't read my papers.
Why not?
Because they're fascinating and full of mystery.
You're sending me mixed messages here.
No, I am.
So that's a clever bit of dialogue.
Lena wanted me to show you this comic. Did you leave it for her to find?
Yeah.
Was it some sort of message?
Wouldn't that be cool? I've got something for you. Do you like comics?
Do you?
I do. Very much. The good ones teach us so much about ourselves.
Tell me about Jin, your grandfather.
I didn't leave that name just lying around for you to trip on. You're reading my things.
Let's say I was.
Are we saying it together, or is this a competition to see who can say it better?
Can you focus?
Nope, you're just afraid I'll win.
Sonny, I read your grandfather's letter.
I know.
Can you talk to me about that?
I wanted you to read it.
Why?
I need your help.
With what?
But some things I might have to send you when you're not next to me.
So the question is, yeah, people are having questions. Is this a fridge outside? How is the fridge plugged in? Sunny's shirt is cool, and people are saying that Patrick is more Australian than New Zealand.
So you were pretty close to your grandfather?
Oh yeah, he's sort of my hero. But everyone else just seems embarrassed by him. A lot of the family won't use her last name.
That's extreme. Why would they do that?
Because he's different.
Are you leaving the comics for me to find?
I think the line between something existing and something waiting to be found is smudgy in your case.
You're not the first to say that.
Other people say smudgy?
You know a lot about me, and everyone else here, it seems.
You're interesting.
Okay, that's creepy, Sunny.
Goodbye.
Cool.
Yeah, he's getting creepy. Let's just finish our challenge. Let's just do the challenge finishing. So what was the challenge finish thing? Oh, right. On the other side of the bridge is the flower. Yeah, this bridge just seems kind of dangerous.
This puzzle is a tad bit insensitive, considering.
Man, let's see if I can actually solve this. Nope. Okay, how am I going to get this one on the top? Let's see. Did it wrong again. Okay. Hi, people in the studio audience. What if I did something like this? Hey, that works. That works. No, that doesn't. That doesn't work. Okay, so what did I do? I went all the way around the top. Here we go, solution. Booyah! And we have the final flower. Do.
Another exciting round comes to a close on Pacific Run, New Zealand. Team Kia has returned the first medallion. Remaining teams still have a chance to place their medallions for second place. The Brain from Abroad easily holds down victory, while her partner continues to hold down a big old rock. In a surprise twist, by which I mean surprising to those of us who should be running the show, location producer Sunny June has decided to bend the rules for Team Tui, sparing them some elimination.
Yay!
So Team Tui, enjoy the good luck. And Sunny June, don't make us come down there, young man. Team Matata was not so lucky and will be rowing the kayak of shame out to Loser Atoll, where they will sit among sheep and reflect on their elimination until the competition comes to a close.
So, Lena and Patrick's team managed to win, which is lame because I thought I was going to win. Oh well, we can still compete for second place, so we still get second place. Hooray. Somebody's asking what I think of Sunny June. I think Sunny June is pretty amazing. I like him.
I need to put the plants in the correct vases.
The only thing about Sunny June in this game, which I wasn't expecting, I was expecting some sort of joke about Cocoa Kringles, because Sunny loves eating chocolate. And I do remember somebody wrote a funny story about, because if you've played Nancy Drew Trail of the Twister, Nancy has a lifetime supply of Cocoa Kringles. So there was this funny story somebody wrote about Sunny June finding out about that, and he gets super jealous of Nancy.
One medallion down. Go Team Tui.
Oh, hey! And Diana Gray is saying the announcer is very sassy. Yes. I do love the announcer. You have to go to the boat of losers. Take the kayak of losers to the loser atoll. Loser.
See something interesting?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Sunny.
Okay.
Pretend I'm talking to you about something, but I'm not.
Sure, we're talking about something else.
I just want to look at him. He's like one of those tall, beautiful things they have in Italy.
Not sure. Sculpture?
A barista.
Those aren't limited to Italy. Pretty much anyone who...
Yes, keep saying words.
Bass.
I can almost picture him with a puppy, and it's perfect.
Bass?
Shh. Bass. Bass, what? Yes, what?
Do you want to maybe put that sunny enthusiasm to work?
You know I do.
Okay, go see if you can pry any information out of it.
You know it.
I'll bust out my feminine wiles.
Whoa, feminine wiles.
I need you to look into everywhere we've seen Sunny before.
I'm on it.
I want chocolate now.
Talk to you later.
Get out of here, you old so-and-so.
I should work my masculine wiles and get myself some chocolate. Oh wait, I have a task. Waterfall comic? Oh yeah, there's the task. Okay, so now that I have the waterfall comic, I can do waterfall-y things, and is Lena not here? Where did Lena go? Lena! Lena, Pumpkin-ina. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway... Quit sending me text messages, Dad. I told you, I'm in another country right now. I don't need your permission to leave the United
This looks like a
States.
spot from the comic. I should investigate.
Has anybody photoshopped the picture of Sunny June holding a puppy?
Interesting. Looks like I could open this if I found the right key.
Alright, I know we've got something hidden here. Here! Bonus points card, yeah. So I'm going to use all my bonus points. And hopefully I'm going to get that fancy award where you get everything.
It's locked.
It is? Ha! Oh, that works. Nice. Nice. Oh, but I need to get a bag of wool.
Looks like I can use our points to buy things.
Now, people in the studio audience, before I played this game, said that Bess will actually spend our points like a meanie. That's not nice, Bess. Ooh, and we have the phone challenge.
I
What is it?
I have to take a vow of silence.
What?
Yeah, for 3 hours.
Starting when?
Oh, I already lost. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sunny said I needed to listen to my own thoughts, like Patrick does.
Weird.
Right. Well, I'm insulted, so I'm going to go make Patrick listen to my thoughts.
Good luck.
Alright, so I am searching for Sunny June puppy. Somebody has actually made the picture of Sunny June cuddling a puppy. Aww. Oh, isn't that cute?
How's George?
She's okay. Is it weird that Sunny doesn't care we're breaking the rule about visiting George?
Did you get caught?
Define caught for me again?
Look it up.
I know the meaning. Yeah, I got caught.
And?
Sunny looked the other way, which is good because I was about to say something really strange to him.
Like what?
Given my track record lately, probably just some sound. Maybe an accusation. That's the best way these days, apparently.
That is odd.
I'll keep looking into it.
Alrighty, give me a second here. I'm trying to keep notes. Because I'm actually doing some book giveaways while I'm playing this game because I've got so many books I need to give away. So I figured I'll do a book giveaway to Miss Zoe Hartz, who made the suggestion about the Sunny June puppy because that amused me.
Goodbye.
Later.
Very, very, very amusing.
I'm a bit worried about Bess.
Me too.
Her Sunny infatuation is tipping from, "Aw, that's cute," to, "Oh, this blood and tears."
Tell me about it.
She worked really hard to get us on the show. Take care of her.
I always do.
Let's do a little extra.
What's Bess up to?
Hanging out in the producer area, I think. Saying strange things to Sunny and then running away.
What?
Oh, you'll find out.
I like your hair. Ah!
Can gorillas swim?
Why?
You know, maybe I don't need to know.
Well, now I need to know.
Oh, it's Patrick. He's terrified of swimming. Says he'll sink to the bottom like a gorilla.
I'll take his word for it.
Alright, let's fix this. Okay, computer, can gorillas swim?
I found 4 computer stores. 2 of them are fairly close to you.
Computer, that is not what I asked. Let's try again. Can gorillas swim?
Interesting question.
Do you have an interesting answer?
This is about you, not me.
Seriously? Seriously, I'm trying to find out if gorillas can swim.
Okay, I found this on the web.
You know what? This computer is not helping.
Talk to you later.
Call me later.
So where was I? I was solving a puzzle in the Puzzle Palace in order to do the phone conversation. Huh? Oh my! Ooh, Quake Shack. Shaking, shaking. Shaking, shaking. Knocking, sucking down the room, shaking, quaking, space kaboom. Alright, so people are saying gorillas can swim. The computer cannot.
Find all the words.
But thank you for trying, computer. Oh, my computer is so useless. Okay, so now we get to pronounce these words incorrectly. Tamariki, tamariki, tamareki. Kia-ora. Oh, okay. Oh wow, is this different on Junior and Master Sleuth modes? I think it might be, because that would explain why I'm doing so badly. Okay. Hongi. I need a K for Kia Ora. No, I looked everywhere. Okay, fine. Oh, is this it? Alright, so now my hairy thingy. Oh, there's War Nui. Tuku Tuku. Okay, Tau... Oh, wait, I forgot Tamariki. Tamariki. Oh, I got something. Okay, yay, random guessing. Okay, so now I've got 5 things left. There's got to be something here. Yes, okay, so there's Moana. I know I'm amusing our person in the studio audience who's from New Zealand. Yay! That's the problem with knowing multiple languages. You don't know how to pronounce anything anymore.
All done. Doubtful sound. That must be the password to the hatch.
Should be higher my.
Would you like to call?
Jamila, 020-496-0423.
Who is this?
Nancy.
Nancy who?
Close. It's Nancy Drew.
Oh, I remember you.
From Egypt.
That's right. Hold on. Where are you calling from?
New Zealand.
So Sunny found you.
It would appear so, yeah.
Are you in any immediate danger?
No.
Be less certain about that. I'm glad you're doing okay. At least until now.
Alright, so somebody's asking about warnings. Somebody mentioned warnings at Waverly Academy. They didn't ask anything about it, but here's the thing about warnings at Waverly Academy. Remember the end of the game where Mel stops the culprit? That's one of the games where Nancy could have done absolutely nothing and the culprit would have been caught either way by Mel. So the entire game was useless. Poor Nancy.
Can I call you back?
Of course.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi.
You wouldn't know the combination to Sunny's footlocker, would you?
Take the number from the UFO, the sum of the constellation pamphlet numbers, and the number of stars that look like a hat. Then divide by the number of the chapter on testers.
You remember that, but not the combination?
I remember both. But if you're going to snoop on Sunny, you'd better be able to explain how you solved that. Otherwise, he'll know I helped.
Yes, because it's extremely logical to throw that sequence of numbers out rather than saying, I'm just a super thief who steals things.
I need your help.
That you do. I hope it's enough.
Do you have any clue what Sunny's up to?
Well, yes and no.
Give me the yes.
He's trying to follow up on his grandfather's wishes.
Okay, what's the no?
I'm not sure what he's after. I believe it's an artifact.
What kind?
Something very important to the Anunnaki. Something his grandfather, Jin, was desperate to get his hands on. That's all I know. Jin found it spied. He's hard to track down, but he's an expert on relics and ancient sites. And aliens.
Aliens.
Later.
Talk to you when I can.
So, you know, I'm going to snoop in Sunny's area rather than actually solving these challenges. Does that make sense? I think I said things backwards. Anyway, the combination is 1164.
Maybe this will help explain the plan Sunny accidentally mentioned. Whoa, I'm gonna need a professional to crack this.
Has anybody actually solved this? Because we know what this puzzle is, and we know what the solution is, but I'm not sure how to crack this.
Sunny's focusing on a small group of us. Why?
So Sunny is only focusing on the competitors who are characters you can talk to. I guess it's because all of the other competitors are invisible. Oh, and cool stuff, these are all things from other games that Sunny June appeared in. So that was cool.
I can't do that now.
Lena!
So you paired up with Kiri.
She seems to know what she's doing, so I could do worse.
I suppose you could form an alliance with a pack of wild dogs.
Do you live in New Zealand?
I've got an apartment in DC, but mainly we travel. Patrick loves to come here as often as he can. We make time.
I found a really difficult code. Could you help me break it?
No.
I don't think it was your while. How about if I give you a points card?
You have that?
No, but I'm sure Bess could find one.
No, I have one!
See it.
I have one! Nancy! Ugh.
Can I trust you not to just run off with this?
Just let me read it. I promise you'll get it back.
Have you met Jin, Sunny's grandfather?
Yes. How did you know?
I think this might be his code. I was hoping you could shed some light on your connection to him.
Interesting. I can't.
How did you meet Jin?
I work with an orchestra. It's one of my hobbies.
And he played in the orchestra?
No, he brought an instrument, but he couldn't play. He'd just pretend.
Okay.
When life hands you an adorable old man pretending to play trumpet, you enjoy it.
He was using the orchestra as a cover? For what?
The pool shared a hallway with a rare book room. I caught him sneaking in, but I couldn't tease out why.
Yeah, da-da-da-da-da.
Congratulations on winning the stage.
Thanks. Sorry things didn't go your way. I'm sure you'll turn it around.
Aww, she's polite for the first time in her life.
Is there anything I can help with?
I need you to find a points card for Lena.
Consider it done.
So, how did you and your wilds do with Sunny?
I froze. Nancy, that has never happened. He said, "Can I help you?" And I just repeated it back, but louder.
Oh, that's not the best I know.
New Zealand is doing something weird to me. I'm off my game.
Well, maybe it'll go better next time.
I will try again. The Marvin Mojo is legendary.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Alright, now I'm actually going to start solving challenges. Which is my favorite part of the game. I like solving these challenges. It's fun. So I've got a couple of puzzles
I
here.
need a key to get this working.
We need a key to get this working. Key is here. People are talking about warnings at Waverly Academy. Okay, so they're saying, well, And anyway, somebody pointed out the fact that Mel gets accused of plagiarism in that game. That's an optional storyline. You don't actually have to go through it.
I better figure out what I'm supposed to do here first.
Oh, did I not solve that puzzle? Nancy, why are you not solving puzzles? Anyway, yeah, Warnings at Waverly Academy doesn't really explain how the culprit got to the top secret area with the Edgar Allan Poe book. The culprit went through a secret passageway which goes through Mel's room. I think that's it, and we're just supposed to leave it at that.
I need to get the totals to add up to 20.
So the book says all of the totals add up to 20. Oh yeah, like I can remember how to solve this puzzle. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. I hit the 12, I hit the 7, then I hit the 12 again. Yes. Then I flip the 7 back again. What's the difference? Alright, so now I'm going to flip the 5, and then flip the 5. What? These instructions don't make any sense. Anyway, let me do other stuff then. This is an Easter egg. Yeah, why didn't Mel catch the culprit going through the hidden passageway?
This must be the sheep to shear. I need to get the shearing machine powered on and working. The blades on the shearing machine need to be replaced. I can handle that.
Can I solve this puzzle now?
I need to get all of the blades flat.
All of the blades flat, so I can solve this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did it!
Yay! Now for this difficult puzzle. Okay, so what we need to do is get all of the numbers to equal 20. Looks good to me. So if I could do something like that, that makes that one good. Right, so I flip the 7, flip this up, flip 7, there we go. Okay, solving it on my own is so much better than following these instructions. And we win the challenge!
The bag of wool needs to go. Where's my medallion?
Wait a minute. Where's my medallion?
Looks like someone got here first.
Now on Pacific Run, New Zealand. They say it's a poor shepherd who blames his sheep. But even if not one contestant located a single sheep, congratulations, Team Kia. Remaining teams still have a chance to place their medallions for second place, except teams Kakoa and Korea, who have been shorn from the competition and must now flock to the shameful shores of Loser Atoll.
Oh, dear. Okay, so Lena, what is up with you?
How goes it?
You freaking stole my medallion.
Did you take our medallion?
Right. Section 2, middle paragraph. No player shall remove a medallion in the course of an active competition segment.
So that's a no?
Did you not read the rules?
I skimmed.
You want a free tip?
Is there such a thing?
Only when it doesn't matter. Here's how you win anything. Read the rules. Losers see rules as limitations. Winners see rules as a direct path to winning.
I'll keep that in mind.
$10 says you'll never read the rules.
You're a jerk, Lena.
I can't do that now.
Something is weird about this island.
Calling it an island might be a bit dismissive.
My powers are useless here.
Powers?
Oh, please, we all have skills.
Yeah, so?
So what if I call them powers? Read a book once in a while. Sorry.
Did you find a points card?
Yes, I did.
Yay! So, I mean, she finds 100 points. I've got 50
All right,
points.
Thanks. Hopefully Lena cracked that code.
This is weird. Yes?
You mean Lena helping us out?
I only ask because you have thrown my barometer way off.
You may blame me, but I blame Sunny.
What do you think it means?
If Sunny brought her here because she cracks codes, then maybe he needs help. But in summary, I have no idea. I need your help distracting Patrick.
Got it.
Alright, she's distracting Patrick.
What's up, my man?
Oh, hello.
That's a great rock. Am I right? I'm right. How are things?
Want a cracker?
Anyway, as I was saying, hey, just out of curiosity, what do you think of Sunny?
Do you like this sunny fella, huh?
Yeah. So, hey, what's your... Oh, crackers. Thanks. Alright, these are great. Yeah, yes. Please.
You like to talk? Do you talk to other people? Well, it's good. I was worried. I know that
I'd better figure out the combination first.
Oh, I interrupted the conversation.
I think I need more information to crack this code.
No, you don't. It's right here, Nancy.
Just like what I saw on Lena's clipboard.
So, I think the message is under nest in tree, unless I'm mistaken.
Under nest in tree? I'll have to check that out.
Actually, I'll do the under nest in tree thing. Well, I almost got killed. Yay, I got a medallion piece. And did anybody take any other flowers? Was Nancy the only person to take flowers from this group? Because it looks like Nancy was the only person to take that flower. Let's try to peek how. Looks like Nancy was the only person to take flowers from that, too, huh? Did the other teams just get different groups of flowers to find? Why is there a spacebar if this thing doesn't accept spacebars? Lame.
That step haven't checked. Did the cat still haven't did that step still haven't cat checked that off yet?
Looks like I've
I
still
need
got a
match
lot
that
to do.
image in order to charge the claw.
Strange puzzles are happening to me. Strange, strange puzzles, oh yeah. Yes, almost done. I like that puzzle.
It's about time I got to pilot a sub.
So, studio audience, how are you enjoying the game so far? It's very gamey. We've got lots of cool stuff happening. You might have noticed we have absolutely no follow-up to, George getting attacked. She was attacked. We're all very sad, but we're not actually doing anything about it. What could we do about it, though? I mean, she was attacked, and it's very sad, but what can we do about it? And now this is a challenge where I get to go around and find things. There we go. Wiki Tiki, wahoo, Wiki Tiki, why don't you? Welcome to the Wiki Tiki game. So I never quite understood why the riddle says, hey, follow the butterflies. I think it's trying to say, look for these fish thingies. Because the fish are markers indicating where we can find something. People are saying we could investigate the scene of the crime. Yeah, that would be a smart idea. Nancy could have investigated the scene of the crime where the rope was broken, where the bridge was cut. She really could have done something rather than nothing, because doing nothing... Do you really care about your friend George, Nancy? Because you're making it seem like you don't. I actually figured out the controls for this, so that's a plus. That's a plus.
That's the last one. Time to head in.
Wiki Tiki. We finished our Tiki. Yay!
All right, I did it.
Hooray, and we've got a couple more challenges. I believe we have... Now we can do the kayaking challenge and the sheep challenge. Yay, multiple challenges. Hooray! So let's do the kayaking challenge, because we're here.
Time to race.
Oh yeah, who's gonna race? I'm gonna race because I'm Nancy Drew face. No, kayaking, please, where's the green thing? I think I made a mistake. I didn't need to turn around there. Here's yellow. I think I might have lost. Yeah, I lost. Okay, we're trying again. We're trying again. So where was yellow? I'm lost. There's yellow. I'm still bad. Okay, so let's see. Sorry about this, everybody. Turn around, forward a lot until I reach green. Turn around, then forward until I reach red. There's yellow. Oh, so close, so close. Okay, so, oh man. Figuring out where yellow is would be a help. There we go. That's the fastest route to yellow. No, no, Nancy, you didn't turn there.
Yes! What else would you expect from the fastest paddle in the West?
Alright, got it. Okay. Alright, now I can go to the mines before anybody else. It's not useful, but it's cool. Actually, wait. Okay, Mossburn, go over here to trigger a puzzle.
Nancy, Sunny gave me your quest.
My quest?
Yeah, your extra event that gives us bonus points.
What is it?
Turtle.
Turtle?
Turtle!
Turtle.
There has to be more than that.
That's all he said.
I don't get it.
Well, I don't get it either. So now it's yours. No tagbacks.
There's got to be more to it than that. Bess?
You've reached the voicemail for Beth Marvin. She has left this conversation due to confusion.
Bess.
Nancy, don't be mad.
Are you the reason our score went down?
What? Oh.
You'll never be able to catch me.
So, the auction house got to you, huh?
That would be the nature of this call, yes.
Bess, come on.
I don't ask for much in this life, Nancy. Friends, a roof over my head, not being eaten by bugs, indoor plumbing.
What was so important that you spent our points?
Microwave privileges. I spent a lot of points.
Could you stop?
No?
Bess!
Okay.
Bess! So Bess does spell.
Label the sheep correctly according to their breeds and the farmer name.
Bess does spend all of our points on useless stuff. Oh. Bess. Now I'm never going to get 5,000 points. Oh well, at least Bess is amusing. Still, she spent all of our points.
Found you, Jock Stewart. Now to bring you home.
Wait, what? Stage 3 can't be finished? Oh. I'm always in last place.
You're watching Pacific Run. If you're just tuning in, you've missed a stunning solo victory. Kiri has placed her medallion first. She may be just one woman, but she's one woman you don't want to mess with, which is exactly what two more teams discover as they learn to ask not for whom the loser atolls. It atolls for Hee-Hee and Cocoa.
Bess, can I slap you now? Where are we? Yeah, we're about several hundred points behind everybody else. Bess!
Nancy, you look guilty.
What do you mean?
Who did you call?
Jamila?
So, is she a New Zealand expert now?
No, mainly she's still interested in Sunny.
That's fine. No need to use our one call wisely. I mean, how hard can it be to learn about an entire country? There's so little of it. You really made a good choice there.
Do you want to hear what she said?
Actually, yes, but can I still be angry?
She thinks Sunny has brought us together to help him contact aliens.
Well, that is odd.
You're odd, Bess. You're odd.
How did round 2 go with Sunny?
I just walked right on past him, like I needed to go look at a tree.
Yeah, maybe I should try. You want to explain that sound?
Nope, but I do want to make it again.
Go ahead.
Later. Good luck. Don't look directly in his eyes. That's where his powers come from.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I think it could be kind of awkward if Nancy started flirting with Sunny June. And I think we got more points from that. We're still way in last place.
Hey, I know how you found the medallion.
Yeah?
I hid a lot of medallions and left a lot of codes behind. It was a test.
Oh yeah? What do I get for passing?
I haven't decided yet. And stay out of my things.
Well, stop setting up challenges which require me to go through your things.
You moved our medallion.
Yes,
I thought you were the one who followed all the rules.
and I did. Paragraph titled Medallions, third line down. Players may not remove the medallions of the opposing team.
Yes, and that's the rule you broke.
Remove. I moved the medallion. Only once.
You're kidding me.
Take it up with the producer if you'd like.
Do you think it's a bad idea for me to pair with Kiri?
No, you should definitely do that.
You're speaking as a competitor?
As long as you're asking as a competitor.
I have a points card. Any chance you'd consider trading something else?
Oh, girl. Oh, girl. I'm here to win.
Worth a shot. Here's a card.
Nancy, no. See, Nancy had a 50 points card and a 100 points card, and she gives Lena the 100 points card. Bad idea, Nancy.
Hey,
Yeah?
there's something I remember. About Sunny's grandfather.
Really?
Yes. When I caught him sneaking into the rare book room, I asked him why. He said, "This is my etude."
What does that mean?
It's a type of musical composition. It's intended to teach a skill.
To improve a certain technique? I don't know how to take that.
Right. I was more amused than anything, so I said, "I suppose mine is chasing off old fakers."
And?
He said, "No, it's better than that. Sunny will tell you." I just assumed that was some inscrutable old man joke. But then, Sunny exists.
Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo-wop.
What were you doing near the bridge before it collapsed?
I was looking for a fern like we were supposed to.
My friend almost died. If you had anything to do with it,
You'll what?
I don't know.
I didn't hurt your friend. Neither did Patrick.
Wow, Nancy showed actual emotion about George getting hurt for the first time. Way to go, Nancy.
Oh, hey, Lena says I'm supposed to say that there was someone else near the bridge.
Who?
Lean, who am I supposed to say I saw? Oh,
You were not supposed to say that.
no.
How did you get into professional rugby?
I played until I was really good.
Is that all?
I was facing down the river.
What's that mean?
When you're in the river, it's not a real river. I can't swim. I won't go in a real river.
Okay, no one's gonna make you.
My parents' students worry if they're in the river. It's supposed to push you to your self-discovery.
Like destiny?
Okay. My mother told me when you were in a river, you do what it says.
What do you think of Sonny?
What?
Do you think he's nice?
Yeah?
Or is he here for selfish reasons?
Oh, yeah, that too.
Both, then?
What?
Patrick.
Bye-bye.
Nice talking to you.
Alright, let's go over here. I was solving challenges at some point, but I forgot about it. George! George? George!
I'm gonna go.
George. Let's hear some confessions. Where did George's second confession go?
There's more than a competition here, but still, I'd like to win. Did you notice that Sunny's only focusing on some of the teams?
At Pacific Run, we rarely air our dirty laundry, but desperate times call for ratings-grabbing details. We've lost control of this production to producer Sonny June. It appears he's hijacked the show to suit his own bizarre goals. And while we're sending a team to step in, it's his show to run until things settle down. So, good luck, contestants. Really, good luck. You are in serious trouble. It'll be a miracle if you survive. And a sweet, sweet miracle if you don't. So we're good.
Let's listen to Curie.
You don't seem that upset about losing your teammate. Isn't that a touch suspicious?
I'm not saying I cut the bridge, but if I did, wouldn't that be something now?
Any insights about your fellow contestants you'd like to share?
It's so easy to mess with us. It's not even worth it. Phil,
Let's leave Curie to her thoughts of teasing fish in a barrel. What brought you back to reality TV?
there are lots of things I want. I want my own fragrance line. K, a sensation of elegance. My own line of ghost-written cookbooks. No one famous actually writes their own book. I just want to hold a lasagna up to the camera and smile about money. That's the dream, right?
And in sleep, what endorsement deals may come? You seem to have the manipulation angle down.
Here's how Kiri does what Kiri does. Step 1. I make up a sad story. Like, I don't belong. I'm misunderstood. Whatever's clever. A portion of pity to drop the defenses. Then I strike.
A word of warning, fellow contestants, you won't hear until it's too late. There have been some allegations.
Of course I cheat.
A stunning display of efficiency from Curie, showing why she's our editor's favorite.
Who else should I listen to, people in the studio audience? I think I'll listen to one more confessional all the way through. So I'll let the studio audience vote on that. In the meantime,
Can't use my phone.
I
here.
can't use my phone here. Okay, fine, I'll just read my messages. Oh yeah, stage 4 is opened, but I still need to finish with the fish thing. How far away can I get before I can use my phone? Doo-dah, doo-dah. Nancy can't use her phone at all. Nancy, why is your phone just like not functional? And nobody in the studio audience wants to see any of those, any of the confessionals, which is fine. I can handle that.
Hi.
Okay, we've got a Team Koa.
What's the story with the machine you want George to build?
It's for my science fair.
That seems unlikely.
I wasn't prepared to lie. I don't do my best work under pressure.
What does turtle mean?
What does turtle mean?
What? Maybe you should ask Patrick that.
Beth said my quest was turtle.
all she told you was literally just turtle?
Yes.
She left out a lot of words. She did seem a bit frazzled.
Stressed. You do know she's got a crush on you, yeah?
That explains the photo edit she made of me holding a puppy. Sorta. It sorta explains that.
Be nice to her.
Bess is adorable, and she adores you. I see why you care about her, and of course I'll be nice. She's a terrible messenger, though.
Sometimes.
Your side quest is to discover the mysterious inner life of the leatherback
Turtle. Wow, she left a lot of that out.
Great. Now get turtling.
Yay! Now we can turtle.
Check your phone for a very special update from the show.
Later.
See ya.
I'll talk to people later on. Should I talk to people or should I, like, solve puzzles? What do you guys want? Alrighty, I have my Easter egg. Give me a second. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I got an Easter egg there, which was cool. I won't buy stuff right now. So most people want, we got a lot of votes for Team Kiwi, so I guess people just voted for the one they could spell.
I'm 86 years young, and I am just tickled to be on the show. Now, is this going to be on streaming? My grandson loves streaming. Granddaddy says, I don't have time for commercials. I love to stream things, and I love my very long skateboard. I feel like we had more interesting conversations when I was a boy. Oh, I would of course like to win. It'd be just wonderful. But at the same time, I don't particularly care. When you live to be my age, you start to realize that most reality TV shows have predetermined endings. What? Oh, why do I have different colored shoes on? Because who cares? Ha! Television.
Television.
Look, I can't be popping in here. I need to be on my game, so let's just bang these out. I'm gonna run and gun here and start tape. You're already rolling? Then let's go. Alright, Slate, betrayal, generic, male. I can't believe he threw me under the bus. Slate, betrayal, generic, female. I can't believe she threw me under the bus. Alright, Slate, betrayal, pending, my own. Look up. Those aren't stars. That's bus. I put you there. Alright, Slate, confidence, general. I own it, everything. Slate, devastated. I can't even talk.
Oh my goodness. Craziness. Okay, so let's just do more talking to people then. Let's talk to Kiri, and then we'll talk to Jamila, and then I'll go back to actually solving my fancy adventures. I'm getting stuck here. Okay, Kiri's over here.
All right.
All right.
As someone who grew up in New Zealand, do you think you have an unfair advantage?
You know it. By the age of 10, every New Zealander knows how to find scattered medallion pieces. It's the national pastime.
You sure it's not sarcasm?
I like you.
Any breakthroughs in the competition?
Why would I tell you about that?
The spirit of cooperation?
So far, things have been pretty one-sided.
Okay, how's this? The password to the Cromwell location is Otago Mines.
Now that is useful. Here, this should help.
Thanks. So reality television was the next logical step?
As good as any other.
What did you do before reality TV?
This, that, aerial arts paid the bills.
I can't say I know what that means.
You know those arty French circuses?
Oh, yeah.
I did that. Never made the poster, but always made rent. Eventually. Ish.
Why did you stop?
One day, you put on the spandex, and the mirror glass-coated antlers, and it hits you.
What hits you?
It's sort of a specific feeling. The day before, I saw myself as an artist. The next day, I saw myself as absurd. So I quit.
Where were you right before the bridge collapsed?
In the confessional booth.
Can you prove that?
Maybe Sunny can?
Nice job winning your stage.
Thanks, Nancy. Made a smart choice teaming up with you, it seems.
At this point, is this almost like a job for you?
Entirely.
How did you get started in reality television?
A dating show called Sleepless.
Haven't heard of it.
Basically, you go on a date after staying up for 24 hours straight. We went skiing, he died.
What?
Later, in a boat thing. Unrelated. But I met the producer of the show.
Yeah.
And that reality became my reality.
Yeah. He died.
Why did you dedicate your life to being on trashy TV?
You play it fast and loose with the judgments, don't you?
Sorry, you know what I mean. You're smart and talented.
Talent? No, I'm not talented. I was raised to believe I was, and so are all my classmates.
Well, everyone is special in different ways.
No, everyone's different. Very few people are special.
And this is what led you to TV?
This is what got me up every day at 4 to take the bus into the city as a kid. Modern dance, I was good. Not good enough. I've got the drive and all that business. Just not the talent. Just a lifetime of coming in second.
TV gave you a way to win?
It gave me something where it didn't matter either way. Something to burn off the energy. I'm a greyhound. Fame is a cruel sport. But I have the need to run.
Later.
Bye.
Bum, 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 bum. Got the moves, got the mojo. No better looking for a bro. So yeah, we can just have a talking to everybody, and we can listen to all these confessionals, and if people watching the video don't like it, I guess they'll just be able to skip ahead.
I am going to win because I am an amazing singer. I oversoul like no one on this earth. Listen to this. You don't even know what note I was going for. I'm just that good. What do you mean other skills? That's the point of this show, right? What? What do you mean that's a different show? Why are you talking to me on this earpiece? You better show yourself so I can yell at you to your face, that's why. Low? Low?
Great, BTW. If I win, can we play this proposal? Alright, Slate, proposal, Sheila. Sheila, baby, I did this for you. Will you make me the happiest man on TV? Okay, once more if I decide to head in a different direction. Alright, Slate, proposal, Amy. Amy, baby, I did this for you. Will you make me the happiest man on TV?
Oh, Slate, why are you proposing to everybody?
My name is Olivia. I am a former personal chef. I quit my job to come here. It was a risk, but I'm very confident we'll win.
I really didn't even make the first round. I have to fly home to my family now, and they'll say, how did it go? And I'll say, oh, super fun, and they just ruined my life. Does anyone need a personal chef? I'm really good.
That's humorous. Okay, we didn't do this, did we? Let's do this one.
I consider myself a student of the medium. Reality television is much maligned, but I maintain it is the height of the art. It's a visceral expression of human joy and loss and love, and I truly respect the form.
I made a huge mistake. Can I make a call? I can. I'm just gonna go home. Is that okay? Why is New Zealand so far away from everything? I mean, I look at the map, and I start to panic. There's nowhere to go but New Zealand, and just water. So much ocean. Why am I here? Please, someone throw me under the bus. End it. Make it quick.
Well, I lost, and will now admit that I was lying. Also, I hate Kromeister brand self-spreading butter. I lied to the camera each time I pretended that I wasn't scared of it. Truthfully, I am scared of it. We should all be scared of it.
These are humorous confessionals, and I think we need to finish with Lena, Patrick, and Bess. We didn't do them.
We've noticed a lack of any special skills in your application.
I have
Ow.
skills.
Could you list those skills?
That's not something I have to do often.
Yeah, listing my skills is not on the list of skills.
I trust you're more ready now. Let's not have a repeat of last time.
I wasn't exactly prepared.
Now you are, so just name one skill.
I'm pretty good at people things.
Do you understand that words are typically used to clarify or explain ideas?
Yes, thank you, I do.
Oh dear.
You seem a little overqualified to be here.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm not talking about that bridge. Leave it be. That poor girl got hurt, but not my fault. I was supposed to be there for the contest. Nancy teaming up with Kiri. Not a smart move, but I'll let it happen.
There you have it. Your background is a bit top secret. Why is that?
I'm not a villain. I just want to win.
Another wonderful brick wall impression, Lena.
What do I do?
This is where you share your darkest secrets.
Oh, confessional booth. Okay. I stole some food from the craft table.
Generally, people talk about other contestants.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk about the other people.
That's it.
What? My name is Patrick. This is the confession booth. I used to be a pro rugby player for New Zealand. This is my first time on reality television. Not my first time in reality, or my first time on television.
You seem pretty driven to win.
I've won a lot of things. This couldn't hurt. You want me to talk about the waterfall? Yeah, we were there. She didn't want me to talk about it. I think she still doesn't.
He's motivated and built as solid as the rocks in the box that is likely referenced when describing his smarts.
That best girl likes to talk. You'd think the two of us together would make up one conversation, because I don't talk much. But she still overflows a bit. I'm running out of crackers. Oh, Nancy? Yeah, she seems nice. Except for the part where she stole stuff from our tent. Oh, no, she absolutely stole the medallion. But technically, it's not against the rules.
Huh. Okay, so let's... Yeah, let's... I don't know. Let's not talk to Jamila and say we did. Yay, because I want to solve some puzzles, because puzzles are puzzly. And besides, this is a nice little double challenge we can solve here.
The fish figurine goes here. Now to figure out what the comic meant.
I like this music. So what you have to do here is spell out bubblegum, which was on that piece of paper, is in the comic that Sunny gave you.
I wonder what this means.
And that was a poem which says we need to find something somewhere, which means we're going to have to do another one of these challenges, which is great because I'm not at all prepared to do this challenge and will most likely fail. Is that what the word great means? I have a feeling it means something different. Alright, so this looks like it's not it. Did it! Okay, so I got this. Okay, water deep, colony of black and red, colony of black and red. I think it's in this area. Here it is.
This doesn't look like it's part of the competition. Uh-oh. Need to get back in, and fast.
So this is a time challenge. If you don't get back in time, you are going to die. Now let's do this mine challenge, because I can do it. I'm like a miner.
This looks like a good place to dig for gold. All right, dirt. Time to find a sluice.
Bess, she sent us a text telling us, ask Sonny if he's seeing anyone. Never mind, don't. Okay. Is that you again, Bess? You're sending me like 5 texts in a row. Oh, Bess.
Looks like each opening needs a complete fan in order to get the sluice working.
Let me see. I know pink is on top. So let's see what can actually go with pink. If pink is on top, then something else goes somewhere. Okay. Not that. Alright, that looks like it matches with pink. That also looks like it matches. Okay. Well, do we have something with a double at the end? Like that? Wait a minute. Yeah. Double. Yes. Oh. Okay, got it.
Maybe I should add something. Time to get this sand in the water and pan for gold. Let's find some gold. There's gold in that there pan. Better take it.
Yay! So that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to solve this challenge. That's all. Just a little bit of challenge solving.
Yes, now to place us on the stand at base camp.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Nancy's the winner. Okay, Sonny, do you have a... Are you seeing anybody?
Hi.
Can we ask him about that?
Bess wants me to ask if you're seeing anyone right now.
Well, right now, I'm seeing you.
You know what I mean. So, I'll say you gave me an odd look.
Mysterious.
Downgrading to weird.
Odd works.
Oh, Sonny.
Can I see footage of the bridge collapse?
The footage was, destroyed. Not in a fire, but in a magnetic thing.
All of it?
Yes.
Is it okay if I check?
No.
I heard a rumor that you're not supposed to be the one running the show.
That's true.
What's the story?
The main producer plane was diverted, and their passport paperwork was filed incorrectly.
And who was behind that?
Me. I was a little overconfident in my knowledge of airport codes.
I think you're the one who picked this season's cast.
If I picked the cast, it would have been a little bit more colorful. And it would have speakers and moving parts. Wait, no, that's the opposite of what a cast should do.
You're talking about George's cast.
And the best part is, I totally know what you meant.
Sunny.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
So that's what happens when Sunny June tries to get flirty.
You're watching Pacific Run New Zealand. This season has been full of surprises, but this stage delivers on the what? Like none before. Team Tui has actually won a stage. The other contestants can still work for second place, but after this, their spirits must be broken. They were just beaten by Bess Marvin's team, and in another told-you-so case of cheaters never win, Team I Swear We Didn't Do Anything, Amora Cora has been eliminated for cheating after they were caught on camera trying to counterfeit their own medallions. Points for creativity, but elimination for cheating. It's the end of the road for Team Kiwi.
No, not Team Kiwi, my favorite team. Final stage is ready, but only if you have all of the medallions in place. Final stage is now ready! Alright, so I think because we're at the final stage, I think this means we will be able to do final stuff. Let's give ourselves some points. Yay, we got some points. And let's see, Team Tawaki. Yeah, let's put Kiri's team in last place. Oh, is Lena not here?
Your friend Bess thinks she's in love with Sunny.
Oh yeah, I know.
She isn't.
What makes you the expert?
My face has been on cereal boxes, so I have been the subject of infatuation. My parents teach that love is calm and understanding. If that's true, infatuation is love plus bees. A lot of bees.
I'll pass that along to Bess.
You know they say bees communicate by dancing?
Yeah?
Yeah, what? It's great.
Bees, Bess and bees.
Does it strike you as strange that there have been so many accidents here?
Yes. No.
You can't say both.
Oh, then I think I should sit this one out.
Do you think there's anything odd about this competition?
Yes.
What's that?
That I'm here? I don't like competition.
Weren't you a pro rugby player?
Rugby is a sport.
Right, a competitive sport.
This is silly. All these rules. Too many rules.
Can you tell me a little more about your family?
Why?
I'm just naturally a curious person.
You wouldn't fit in with my family. They all seem to know stuff. I never fit in.
Do you think I should trust Kiri?
I trust most people.
Me too.
I know. I don't have any crackers.
Crackers? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
People like to talk even when I don't know what to say. So usually I share crackers. So it looks like we're talking. But we're not.
Thanks.
Ask Lena.
Lena's not here.
Do you believe in aliens?
Why not?
Is this the first time you've thought about it?
Well, I've seen aliens. But believing in aliens seems more involved.
You've seen aliens?
Well, just a little.
A little alien? Like, Patrick, why are you holding off on that conversation? That seems like an interesting thing.
You're very vague about what your parents do. Why?
I never thought to ask. It's just ideas. Ideas aren't dangerous until you try to bottle them up. But that's what people always do with ideas they think are dangerous. That's a profound thought. Please write it down.
You're being vague.
I've never met anyone who announces their profound thoughts so directly.
Sure you have. They just say it's smarter and have better memories.
You don't fit the image I have of a professional athlete.
People say that to me.
You seem very humble.
Most athletes are.
Not the ones I've heard of.
Exactly. That's good too. Write it down.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Patrick.
I can't believe we're winning. I see the appeal of this stuff now. I want to win everything.
We're not quite there yet.
Let's go win more things.
Bess, calm down.
How did it go with Patrick?
That man is an enigma.
In what way?
Does it matter?
I guess not.
He's so calm, I forget myself. It's like that time I met a cow.
I need more information than that.
Dave dragged me to the fair, remember him?
Yeah?
It was a fair, you know, so animals, scam artists, flirting with food poisoning. But then I found myself looking at a cow, and she was looking at me, and we had a really long cow/human moment. We got into not a staring contest, more of a staring cooperation. I think I was there for like hours, not thinking, not wanting anything, just being and smelling, let's be honest.
So Patrick is a cow. Great.
Just the profound part of cows, and the not super smart part of cows.
Is something bugging you?
Yeah.
Well, what?
Sonny, there's something about him I can't figure out.
I know, right?
We've got to see what he's up to.
We're on the same page.
Good. But if we get caught in his tent, we'll be kicked out.
If we get caught.
I'm sure this will end well for all involved.
Oh, Nancy Drew. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm confused.
Why are you so into winning the contest?
Because nothing is going well for me. I need to prove I can do something right.
You've had a rough time since you've been here. It's a blip on the radar.
It's been longer than that.
Oh, how so?
George has had all of these opportunities. So have you. I mean, that's great. I'm honestly, genuinely happy for both of you. I just don't know what I want.
I don't know if I understand.
Me neither. Shouldn't I have some big life plan? Everybody else does.
It will come to you.
What if it doesn't?
It will, but in the meantime, if you want to win, we will win.
I do. It's silly, but I do.
Consider it done.
Crackers are delicious.
Is everything okay? You seem to be having a hard time.
Everything is wrong. I can't make friends. I get tongue-tied around Sonny. I don't even know how to hold a conversation for a minute. What if this is my new life?
Well, everyone has off days.
Nancy, you don't get it. This is all I have to offer. I'm not smart like you. I'm not sporty like George. I'm fun. That's it. And if that goes away, then what?
Bess, snap out of it.
I know. I'm trying. I just need to do something well. Just one thing.
That's great. I've got something you can knock out of the park.
Name it.
Patrick, I need you to figure him out.
I don't know if that is possible.
I know, but talk to him.
I'll do my best.
Oh, I'm so hungry right now, and I have this weird feeling in my mouth, like...
Thanks for distracting Patrick.
I actually like doing it.
Yeah?
He's like my spirit animal.
He's a person and also alive?
Yeah, just hungry.
I know, but he's so calm. Do you know that his parents and their parents going back were some sort of mystical teachers?
I gathered something like that.
He wouldn't talk about it, but it's like I stood next to him and we didn't say anything. We had crackers.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so the cow story. Yay, Bess and the cow story. So that's something. Let's talk to Jamila, and then we'll get back to solving puzzles and winning the game.
Listen, this is important. I know what Sonny's up to.
What?
You found a comic, haven't you?
Pieces?
Of course, pieces. Good. That confirms things.
What are they from?
Sunny's grandfather drew these books for him. They were something to entertain him when he was sick.
Why do they matter now?
Sunny thinks these comics are like maps, clues he needs to follow.
Why?
I don't know if you remember, but a long time ago we talked about the Anunnaki.
Right.
Ask him. He'll laugh it off. When he does, tell him Jamila says hi. See what happens.
Interesting. Wow, we can talk to her about everything.
What's the story with Sunny and his grandfather?
Jin has spent his life chasing after these big adventures, and it seems that his daughter, Sunny's mom, felt a little left behind. She didn't want him around Sunny when he was younger. Didn't want him to get hurt by Jin suddenly taking off.
Okay.
Then one day, Sunny gets sick. Really bad. He's in bed for forever. Jin comes to be there for the family, and he tells Sunny these stories. Gives him these comics he drew for him. For that year, they're the best of friends.
And then?
Sunny gets better. Jin moves on. Sunny's mom tells him that his grandfather's stories were nice, but they were just stories.
He doesn't believe that?
He does. Until one day, on a whim, he visits one of the locations from the comic.
What does he find?
Well, you'll need to ask him.
Explain this whole Anunnaki thing to me.
It's easy, but it's crazy.
Do your worst.
Spy believes that there is a community like the United Nations, but instead of countries, it's planets. Galaxies.
So it's the UN, but more fun.
Less fun. The Earth is in a very bad way right now.
That does seem to be the main talking point these days.
Because it's true. We need help. We can't go it alone.
I'm pretty sure we can.
As was I. We have everything we need, right? We're smart. We're strong. We adapt.
I sense a...
But. Yes, there is. But we don't know how to work together.
And the Galactic Parliament doesn't like this.
Exactly. But do us both a favor.
Be nicer?
Be realistic. Doesn't matter if any of this is real.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. What if pretending it's true makes the world better?
So do you believe in Spidey or not?
Don't push me to say. Watch what I do and you'll see your answer.
Do you work for Spidey?
I suppose I do, unofficially.
As a teacher?
Yes, although, between you and me, the lessons are all rubbish.
Well, then why teach?
It's a cover. Most places that teach are a cover.
A cover? For what?
For the actual learning that goes on behind the scenes. I feel bad for the students. We just make things up about aliens while they take notes or nod off. But when they leave, that's when the interesting work begins.
What work?
We each have our interests. I specialize in artifacts, as does Sunny. Someday you should meet everyone. You'd fit right in.
Yeah, okay.
How did Sunny know who would make it through the competition?
Did you see all the rest of the competition?
Well, not really.
No offense, but it's not shocking who is left over. The deck was stacked in your favor.
What is Jin's obsession with etudes about?
He believes that each major development in humanity is a lesson. We did a great deal of sitting about at first until the first tool was invented, and then that led to agriculture, but also a great deal of bashing each other about the head, and then from that point on we developed newer and more powerful technologies. Jin believes we were visited before each new advancement, and given a lesson to perfect.
That's the etude?
So he says. He believes each life is like that too, that we each have a lesson to perfect. That's the goal, to find your own song and play it perfectly.
So why do you trust Sunny so much?
He's the one who gave me the tip about the final dig site.
He did?
Yes. He brought you in as well.
What?
That was your test.
I passed, I presume.
Maybe. Remember, Sunny wants you to act as you are, not as you could be.
I don't know if I understand.
It means that he studied you. He wants you to act as you are. He's not hoping you suddenly become a more special version of yourself. He's building his orchestra. You're an instrument. All of you are. Look at the comic. Look at the people around you.
What do you mean by the deck being stacked in our favor?
Sunny wanted all of you to stay through the competition because you all have a certain skill.
So I'm what? The person with the questions?
Or the person who finds the answers.
And Lena?
This I know. She's a linguist and a code breaker. Sunny wants her in case he actually finds something.
Kiri, what's she here for?
I don't know anything about her. Look at what she's good at. Look at Sunny's notes in the comic.
What about Patrick?
Indeed.
Any clue?
He's my inclusion. Accidentally.
Why?
We met back when I was in the Order.
You did?
He and his team were there for a playoff game of sorts. I found him lost in the desert.
What was he doing?
Naturally, that's what I asked. You know what he said?
What?
I'm lost in the desert. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I can see him saying that.
I asked him if he was worried about being lost. He told me that he had just lost his river, but soon he'd find it again, and he'd follow it where it led.
He's really very calm. It's odd.
Not really odd. It turns out his parents are these gurus of sort. They raised him in their teaching, but he said he felt the world pulling him in another direction.
The middle of a desert?
Apparently, right? I thought it was pretty funny, so I told Sunny about him.
And?
Sunny nearly punched a hole in the sky. He was so excited. Bring him to me. He's the last one. He kept saying that.
When was this?
Right before we met. I imagine that's when his plan started.
Does the word etude mean anything to you?
So you know the spied passphrase. What did you find out?
Passphrase?
Never mind. I'll change it by the time we're off this call. Already done.
All right, beyond the passphrase I just missed the boat on.
I'm so sorry to not include you, but it's not my call.
Aside from that.
What's it mean, right? If you know the word, then you know the story.
I'm afraid that I don't.
It's a teaching tool, usually for piano players. But Jin liked the idea that a lesson could exist as art.
I get that, but why does it keep coming up?
Because that's what the Anunnaki are all about.
Becoming better piano players?
Yep.
No, advancing.
Uh-oh.
Evolving. Each life is a lesson. Each stage of human development is a lesson. We need to learn, to perfect, to demonstrate.
Demonstrate to whom?
Jin calls them the testers. Supposedly we're being watched by advanced beings.
Aliens?
Aliens, space worms, giant monsters in lab coats, I don't care.
If you don't care, then...
Why belong to Spied?
Yeah.
Because I may not believe we're being watched, and frankly I don't care, but it's time for humanity to grow up before we wreck everything. That's all Sunny wants, in his own way.
Do you think Sunny could be behind George's injury?
I hope not.
Hope?
Not.
But he could have been?
He could. But I hope not.
I keep finding relics. Is that what Sunny is looking for?
Yes.
Well, why not find them himself?
Because they're not just hidden. They're hidden in different ways. You're finding pieces that are hidden like clues, no doubt. Everyone else will find their pieces their own way.
What are they for?
Jin believes if we assemble all the relics hidden by the testers, that's what he calls them, then we pass the test and they'll come visit again.
Do you believe that?
No, but then again, the pieces are there, and he is finding them.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I think that's it for Jamila, finally.
Nancy?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yay! Don't bother telling me what happened because I was stalking you both. Really? Really? Okay. So Bess was busy watching when Nancy asked Sunny if he's seeing anybody.
You're right. Do you have it? It's not good enough. Just give it to me. Get out. Do not get caught. Yeah, you too.
Kiri's having suspicious conversations. And that was a possible death sequence. Okay, so Kiri is... I think she left something.
Looks like she's keeping tabs on the competition.
All of these notes on everybody else. Nancy, strange girl, interested in me and everybody else, seems sweet. Is she a nice person? Patrick, human barnacle. Loves that rock. Lena, way, way, way too smart. George, too smart for my good. Erin exaggerated her ability to solve any kind of puzzle. Team Kiwi, what gives? A couple of their late 80s? They're smart, but this is a physical competition. Oh my. Best, the poor girl caught in the crossfire. Sunny.
Nancy Drew.
Jamila says hi, by the way.
Tell her I say hi.
I was expecting more of a reaction.
Oh no, not Jamila! Tell her I say hi, though!
I never saw that before.
Hi.
Oh, Sunny.
Where does the nickname Sunny come from?
My grandfather.
Can you tell me a little about him?
Sleuth is such a weird word.
What?
Anyway, his name's Jim. He's an explorer, the founder of Spidey.
Why did you call me a sleuth?
You're the only contestant who doesn't only ask me about points.
I bet Spidey is one of those top-secret members-only clubs, right?
But you're in luck. You've already been a member for a few years.
Are most of your members unaware of their membership?
Yeah, that's like issue 1 on the list of things to fix, though.
So, what are the perks of membership?
Surprises. Like this one. Surprise! Your life is dangerous now. I can make you a badge if you want.
That'd be cool. I want a badge.
Isn't hijacking a television show kind of a really terrible idea?
But so is never reaching out toward the fantastic.
So, am I getting kicked off the show?
Maybe.
You want something from me, don't you?
Possibly.
Are you and Jamila friends?
Of course.
You teach together at Spide?
There's a position for you, too, if you'd ever like to join in.
I'll consider it.
No, you won't. But behind the teaching at Spide, we're doing some interesting research.
About what?
All things forgotten, never known, odd, and Jamila demands proper archaeology. You could add what you'd like, too.
Do you have any proof aliens exist?
Aside from this awesome belt I had made?
Yes, aside from the belt.
Should I float the boots? I won't.
Do you believe in aliens?
I'm not like one of those Area 51 types. But why not? Crazier things have happened.
Crazier things than aliens existing?
Well, in reality, everything's crazy. Take a word and say it 50 times in a row, and at some point you'll be like, what's that sound I'm making? What's it mean? Why don't I speak my own language? Why did I borrow this one? If the word exists, then what's the point of me repeating them? So, in closing, all y'all animals and mountains equally unlikely and insane.
That's an interesting way of looking at things.
Is it? I think it's scary, but then hilarious. And then I forget the whole thing.
So why aliens?
Aliens are here. We're all aliens. Earth life started with bacteria on asteroids. In a way, we're all space mutts.
I know you're worried about the future of Earth. I think we'll be fine on our own.
You and me, maybe. Humans in general, maybe. But we're losing so many species so fast. It's not their fault we're here.
Goodbye.
Cool.
Well, that seemed like maybe there's an interesting follow-up with Jamila, but probably not.
Hello?
How did you meet Sunny?
Back when I was in Egypt the first time, he found me. Somehow he already knew my name.
How?
I've been talking about the Anunnaki quite a bit. He was very excited to talk to me about it.
That must have been an odd conversation.
He thought I knew something he didn't. He was heartbroken when I explained I didn't actually believe in aliens. I felt bad for the guy, took him out to lunch. We got to talking about antiquities. Then, after a solid 15 minutes of convincing him that writing his name on the Sphinx was a terrible idea, he gave me a map and said, call me if this leads somewhere good. It did. A few years later, I joined Spide.
Talk to you later.
Be safe, Nancy.
Do I know the password to this area? Waitomo. So this is going to be a puzzle.
If I can light all of the grid sections, I might be able to get the power back on.
Alrighty, so all of the other things here just go up and down. I just got all the left and right ones first. Hooray!
I need to get a fire going to see what's on that wall.
Yay, Easter eggs! Ooh, and another challenge. Alright, so I know there's some sort of points card here somewhere. No, we just got some sort of silly ring. Here we go. Points card! Alright, I'm supposed to talk to Lena and stuff. I wonder why she's not here. So now that Kiri's out of the way, we're going to solve Kiri's challenge.
This should be part of the game. What is Sunny up to?
Kiri, because she's a contortionist, she was able to fit inside the collapsed cave. So that was her special skill.
This must be what Kiri was after. Wait a second. Whoa, I bet this spells something out.
What was that about?
I promise I had no idea.
No one else got this mission, just me. Why?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're lying. You're not even supposed to be here.
That's not true.
You and me, we're the same.
Why do you say that?
We can destroy each other.
That's dramatic.
Shove the odds my way, we'll stay cool.
Oh, I guess we already have the Lena thing. Okay, cool. So what I need to do now is something which I should have done earlier, which is grab a thing. Where is the flint? Here. So the top secret message that we got from whatever his name is, Jin, the etude says, light a lantern and we near the anchorite. So that is going to be here, I think. I could be wrong. I was wrong. Wrong cave. Okay, this cave has the lantern.
Let's see if I can light this lantern. There's a key in there.
And here's the anchorite.
Whoa, what is going on here? Is Sunny on some sort of mission?
So now that I have that key, I could solve some sort of puzzle here at Mossburn. And people are saying the argument between Sunny June and Kiri sounds like a bad breakup. Kiri's getting pretty intense.
I need to place all the ships in the grid according to the numbers.
So this is more or less, well, here are the rules. This is more or less the nonograms challenge. So nonograms challenge from an earlier Nancy Drew game. So there's 4, and we're going to put 1 there and 1 here. We have a 3x1, and then a bunch of 2x1s.
All right, I did it. What is this? Is this one of the relics Sunny's looking for?
No, wait. Lake Tainaui was where we're going. Yeah, let's start a fire underneath.
Fill in the symbol listed.
Let's start a huge fire underneath the TV screen. I'm sure that will work out well for all involved. So I'm making a symbol here. Now I'm making the triple thing, which I think is this. Now I'm making this one, which is big. Kiri needs a new guy. Who would be Kiri's boyfriend? Obviously not Sunny. Patrick's already dating somebody, so I think that's out. Maybe she could date that guy who's always proposing to people. Slate. Yeah, that contestant we never really saw. And the last thing is this tail. So the question is, if Sunny knew where all of these things are and how to solve the puzzles to get them, why doesn't he get them himself?
Sunny was here, and now my medallion isn't.
He couldn't solve the puzzles himself. I mean, he couldn't do the contortionist stuff to get into that area that Kiri got into, and he couldn't decode the message, that super cool message. Only Lena could do that. And Sunny June, you're a meanie. Oh, hey, Kiri.
Hi.
How's it going?
You've been keeping tabs on all of the competitors, haven't you?
Have you not been doing that?
Well, mentally.
So you found my notes?
Yes.
And you're upset that I keep notes longhand while you keep them in your head?
No.
Yes, you are.
It's different.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about Patrick?
Ask me again when he wakes up, assuming that will ever happen.
Have you noticed anything odd about Sunny?
Other than the fact that he's taken the show hostage? Yes.
Okay, what have you noticed?
The talking to no one was less disturbing at first, but I grew accustomed to that. What really got me was the talking to the animals.
Huh?
Yeah, but not in a cute way. In a sad, terrifying, this is foreshadowing way.
What was he saying?
What was the content of his human-to-animal communication?
Yeah, I guess that is what I'm asking.
It was mostly apologies.
What do you think Sunny is trying to do with the competition?
Fly it into orbit? That's my best guess. Sunny be crazy.
What happened back in the mines? Are you okay?
I really don't want to talk about it.
It's okay. You don't need to. Yes, you do! Yeah.
Why?
Because he's out of his mind.
But that's not new. It must have been something specific.
He's turned the show into a runaway train. Can't you feel it? We're speeding toward disaster.
Should we leave the show?
I have never left a show early, and I am not starting today.
But you're at the finals. You're at the finals, Kiri.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
You just promised your agent you'd make it to the finals, right? That's all you promised.
Still have to do the check. Can't check that off yet.
Have I not done everything?
Check, can't check, check. That's still have to do that. Still can't check that off yet.
Hi.
Sunny?
I found your note. You need to give me one straight answer about what's going on here.
Okay, just one. Only one.
Did you take my medallion?
You asked for one straight answer, and I agreed. This is not the one you want.
You're not being very helpful.
I was hoping you'd take point on the helping, and I'd focus on the getting help.
And where does all this help lead?
You'll see. Go be Kiri.
So apparently, Kiri, in the middle of that conversation, ran off and found her own medallion piece. Right. So here's something fun. Kiri is at 520 points, right? That's what Kiri's at. She's at 520. She's on Team Tawaki. Now I'm just going to go silly and buy everything.
I need to earn more points first. I can't go below 50.
Nancy, whiny McWinerston. Okay, so I'm at 60 points. Kiri is at 520. Just a second. Go away. Okay, so I'm at 60 points. Kiri is at 520. And start the end sequence.
Yeah, you better run. Bess, catch! Did we win?
Kiri's gonna win.
Wait, let's tally the score. And it's a tie. That means...
Yeah!
What? How is there possibly more? You cheated.
You bet I cheated. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So Kiri managed to lose like 480 points. 460 really.
How many of each arrangement must be made? Because every time an incorrect container exits the assembly line, or you use the reset button, you'll lose 10 points. Each player has 5 tries to get each round right. Get it wrong 5 times, and you get 0 points for the round. She finishes with the most points wins. Are you ready? Get set, go!
You got this.
Sounds good, Bess.
And I have 3 unused points cards. Can't I just use my unused points cards right now? Really? I mean, that would be nice. So, I have my instructions here. I should be able to follow them in order to beat this challenge.
Keep up the good work.
And Lena and Patrick apparently just dropped out of the competition. They don't really matter anymore. Nobody really cares about them. Nobody cared about them to begin with. It's crazy. Alright, so second time is going to be close 2, open 4. So I'm going to close 2 here. And yes, this challenge. This is such a long and horrible challenge. It's actually quite clever, but it is still stressful and challenging.
Don't get stressed out. Stay calm. Is it just me or is it moving faster?
Alright, next round is going to be close 2, and then open these next 2. Yeah, so the people in the studio audience, we have a bunch of people saying it's the worst puzzle in the game, and then a bunch of people saying it's the best puzzle in the game. Be consistent, studio audience! Okay, so... Number 2 is going to get just 3, 4, and 5. One, 2, and 4 is this guy. 1, 2, and 4. So there we go. All right. Wait, is that not round 4? That's round 4.
Work faster, but correctly.
Yes, I think somebody mentions that. Yes, it's an amazingly clever puzzle, but it is so difficult. Okay, so this is the difficult one. Okay, so it's going to be 4 and 5 the next time. Then it's going to be 2 and 4. Then it's going to be 1 and 2. Then it's going to be 2 and 5. There we go. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Who's the winner? Who's the winner? I am.
A surprise come from behind victory for Team Tui, as Nancy Drew lets no obstacle stand in her way. 2 things are certain. Team Tui's upset will go down in Pacific Run history, and Sunny June will never work in this town again.
Emergency! All crew alert! I'm taking over the airwaves. Team Tui, report to field.
But, where's Bess? Bess is part of Team Tui. Why isn't she helping out? I guess Bess was too afraid to meet with Sunny.
You're finally ready for the answer I promised you?
Let's just say I'm beyond ready.
Great! Grab a rope and join me in the caves.
Looks like I can tie a rope off here.
Tie rope here, not a trap, Sunny. This seems like a trap. Okay, here we go. Oh! Cool music. So hey, Bess, how's it going?
You've reached Beth. Please leave your message in the form of a compliment.
What?
Hey, George here. Can't pick up the phone. Leave it at the beep.
I guess George is too busy for a phone call.
What is this?
This is why I brought you along.
To solve this puzzle? All right, well, what do I do?
Nancy, I figured out Sunny's blueprints. You'll find an odd device in one of the caves.
Looking at it.
Tell Sunny, top corner is green, bottom corner is blue. Good luck.
I love Sunny. You could have solved this puzzle by yourself, dude. Remember, this was in Nancy Drew, the Nancy Drew number 20. This shattered the what's number 20? The island in the sun where Nancy goes to the Caribbean and stuff. My brain is frazzled. Anyway, one of the monkeys had this game. Remember, the monkey had this game in Dread Isle.
Fill in the rest of the board so that none of the pieces touch a piece of the same color.
And yes, somebody has a good point. It's just like, well, that piece of rope was conveniently located on the table. So the difficult thing is going to be getting Mr. Middle Person in place. Let me go with that one green. All right. All right, that should... Ransom of the 7 ships. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all you people in the studio audience for helping me remember things that I can't remember because I'm playing lots of Nancy Drew games in a row. I got myself in trouble here. Okay, this blue, this one red. There are multiple solutions to this puzzle. There are multiple solutions, so don't worry if you get, like, incredibly stuck, because there are, in fact, multiple solutions. Looks like I'm coming pretty close to a good solution. Alright, I'm having trouble here on the left-hand side. Make this blue, make this red, and green.
All right, I did it.
Yeah!
Am I going to regret?
Oh, yeah!
Well, here goes.
So the lever is actually sort of like a giant toilet. That's how these caves work in New Zealand. I'm pretty sure that's how caves work in New Zealand. So when you pull the lever, it just flushes and all the water goes down to the bottom. Also, remember the beginning part of the game where George fell off the bridge and there was like a mystery, and how Nancy completely ignored the fact that, hey, George got knocked off the bridge and Nancy was busy focusing on Sunny June's weird stuff instead? Now we're going to go back to that mystery. So make your place your bets now. Make your guesses. Who do you think the culprit is? And bonus points if you can figure out what the culprit's motive is. Okay? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, go.
Want to hear a funny story?
Yes.
Whatever you're upset about, we can talk it through.
Fine, I'll skip to the punchline.
This is not a joke. We could die down here.
You'll be fine. But, worst case scenario, you die down there or something.
That's not a remote possibility.
Oh, hi, Sonny.
Hi, Kiri.
When you die down there, it'll be as much his fault as mine.
There are other ways to get what you want.
I played you from word one. You think you can psychoanalyze me?
I just want you to think through what you're doing.
No, you want me to feel differently. But feelings don't steer this ship, honey.
What does? Making you pay for your betrayal. You won't get away with this.
The cave was dangerous? I thought it was part of the show. See, that's what I'm going to say. And it's going to work out perfectly for me.
So yes, people have got it right. The culprit is Kiri, and there's basically no reason. I mean, she says, I'm making you pay for your betrayal, but what betrayal? Now, it would have made sense if, say, Kiri was angry with Nancy because Nancy won the sudden death tiebreaker, Nancy won the reality show, and Kiri lost, and Kiri wants revenge for that. That would make sense if Kiri's like, hey, I'm kind of mad at Sunny and Nancy because they cheated her, Nancy, they worked together and cheated so Nancy would win, and Kiri just wants revenge, and so she's, leaving them abandoned in the caves. That would make sense! That would make so much more sense, and yeah, okay. No more complaining. I'll just stop complaining.
We're stuck, aren't we?
I've got some good news and I've got some bad news.
Let me guess, those lights were the good news.
Oh, and here's the rest of the story of Kiri being the culprit. Obviously, she built a time machine so she could go back in time and sabotage George because she had no motive for attacking George. Besides for the fact that George was a fantastic competitor, probably the best in the entire game. However, you might notice that she didn't attack Patrick, who is, even better at sports than George. So, like, why attack George because George is a sporty person? I don't know. So anyway, if anybody could come up with a motive for her attacking George besides just the general, she wanted to get rid of somebody who was really good in the competition, just let me know. Just mention it here in the studio audience. People in the studio audience are basically saying, hey, you know what? She's dramatic and intense. Some people are saying, well, Nancy did kind of form an alliance with Kiri. There's an optional conversation where Kiri breaks up the alliance, and Lisa's pointing out the fact that there are actually camera people on these shows, so you think they would have filmed it. Because that's what's going to happen in the end. They're going to find the lost footage of Kiri cutting the rope, and yeah.
So what's next? Any great ideas to get us out of this cave?
It's, down there.
I'm not falling for that.
Oh, okay. Push!
Ah! You pushed me again.
I'm just sort of living in the moment. I'll be honest. This part was a surprise.
Why did you bring us all?
I'd rather focus on the rafting.
George, an interesting girl, far too smart for my good. Doesn't help that she's a powerhouse on the field, major threat with that one. So, I mean, those are her notes on George. I don't see anything in those notes which would make her try to kill George.
Aim for the lightning bolt looking.
Oh, yeah, and I'm playing a game. Okay.
Avoid the thing that looks like a giant bang. Pass under the Minotaur's hands. No, wait. Horns. Pass under the Minotaur's horns. Turn right. Pass under a group of stalactites, not the fang kind.
Alright, final puzzle time. I think I know how to solve this puzzle. There's nothing here. There's nothing here, Jin! Here, Jin! Sonny, calm down. I'm sorry, Nancy.
Sorry, Nancy. I'm sorry I wrecked your life. Let your friend get hurt.
Yeah, you did wreck my life. But hey, I won a reality show.
Send help!
Send what?
Help!
So, does Nancy actually win anything for winning the show? Is there like a cash prize for winning these reality shows? I don't really watch The Amazing Race, but I mean, what is the super prize? Anyway, this is an adventure game. People in the studio audience are saying.
Say that louder.
You gotta be kidding me. Help!
Oh, hang on.
Patrick.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. That was fun. Oh, were you saying help? Oh, what's this?
What is it? Do you see something down in the water?
Not sure what.
Well, doesn't matter. It's too deep. No way we can get down there.
That's it.
What?
This is my river. I can't swim. I sink. Like a gorilla.
Wait, Patrick! Sonny,
How long has he been down there?
I'm going in if he's not up soon. How many more people get hurt for this mission?
I'm such an idiot.
Maybe it's time to let go of your grandfather's stories.
But he told me that him and me were special. That I wasn't just some kid. I was one of the Anunnaki. That's what I made myself believe.
What about now?
I'm not stupid.
I never said you were.
Is it okay that I wanted it to be true?
Yes.
Those stories he told me. That's where Sonny was born. That is not swimming. Is he walking?
I'm fine. Is there a plan for getting me back up? Never mind. Stairs. Guys, you gotta come check this out.
Sorry, I doubted you, Grandpa Jin.
This is what Jin sent you to find? What is it?
Well, Nancy, this is why I brought you along. Here's the final piece of the relic.
Yay, so Patrick finally is useful.
Be careful. I think we only get one shot.
Looks like I need to assemble all the pieces first.
Is that it? There we go.
If I use Jin's comic and the notebook, I should be able to spin the rings to the correct alignment and unlock all of the pins.
So I think I actually figured out how to solve this puzzle. You guys are going to be so impressed when I actually solve this puzzle. Okay, so our first set of clues are these symbols, that, and that. And so, let me see. So the top one is an astrological symbol. So we have the N and the peace signs, which are kissing. So the peace signs, which are kissing, and actually I'm lost already. Yeah, the N. So here's the N sign. It's like a backwards N. So we want to set it to backwards N. So we set it to backwards N right there, and spin around to the double sign. Okay, I've got this. Maybe. Next group of symbols is that. So we have the Y, which means it's right down in the middle. But it's not right down in the middle like this down in the middle. It's the down in the middle in the X direction, so that means we spin it like X, which is here. Oh man. Okay, so that would be the left. So we want it so that's the left, and then it's going to be in the dead center, right? Is that not it? I was close. Anyway, the solution is this, dead center. I don't know. I like how Sunny's like, this is why I brought you along. No, you brought her along to solve the colors puzzle, Sunny. So these symbols, okay, Y and then two flags. So two flags means we're going to be going to the right, and Y is in dead center of the right. So which one is the right hand? This is the right hand one. So we're rearranging it so right is on the right, and Y means we're dead center of the right. Does this make any sense? It's a very confusing puzzle, and I'm not sure people solved it legitimately because it's so confusing. Anyway, somewhere here is your solution, right? Why is it not working for me? This is a bad puzzle. It's not listening to me at all, is it? Huh. It's got to be somewhere here. I think one of the problems with the puzzle is that there is no...
Check.
There's no reset button at all. So, you know, if you get stuck, you're stuck. And that's just it. There we go. Jeez, okay. I did get that symbol. I had it in the right area. Okay, I think I did. I could be wrong. Next set of symbols, the F and the double sign. So the double sign, as we've seen before, turns to the right. So that basically means flip it upside down. So that's basically what the double sign is. Yeah. So then next we have the F, which means now that I've flipped it around, the F is dead center. So it's going to be dead center. It's not going to be like here. It's going to be dead center after having flipped it to the right. And the one in the middle is now going to be that weird N symbol like this. Well, that's an M. So am I hitting this in the middle again? Wait, what? That's not it at all? Fine, I'll just cheat and get the solution. There we go, and the final one is back up here. Well, you guys saw, I did try to solve this puzzle legitimately. It's just apparently impossible.
Got it. What is it doing?
It's real.
So, if the artifact is here, what exactly does that mean?
There's always a piece of truth in the stories.
It almost makes me not want to know where the story ends and the truth begins.
Then why ask?
It's in my nature, like it's in yours to believe.
I don't understand any of this.
Nancy!
Bess, is that you?
Guess what I'm doing, Nancy?
What?
Saving the day, that's what. Listen, I know you want to escape right away, but I would never save the day.
That's fine. You've earned it.
I just want to enjoy it for a second. Okay, here's the rope.
Yay! Where did she get the rope? Huh, yeah, where did she get one? Huh.
Dear Ned, I'm not allowed to tell you what happened at Pacific Run until the episode airs. So bye. Love, Nancy. Okay, just kidding. You are now dating a reality show winner. Go Team Tui! After George was injured, Beth stepped up and did her best to help us take home the trophy. Once the real production crew arrived, Beth, George, and I worked with the show's editor and finally found the evidence of who cut the rope bridge. After a quick call to her agent, Curie confessed. Sadly, it won't be the last we hear from her. Her newest show, Detained Diva, The Curie Redemption, is set to air this fall. After putting his superior sinking skills to work, Patrick has decided to conquer his greatest fear. I hope for Lena's sake he doesn't get caught up in a rip current. He might just kick back and see where it takes him. Sunny sent Lena a few of Jin's books as a thank you for her help. For her, an unsolvable code might just be the greatest gift there is. Jamila is coordinating with museums in New Zealand to study the artifact we found. Sunny, I think, is more interested in following where it leads. I don't know if Sunny believes everything Spidey teaches, but after his time in New Zealand, I do know he believes in Jin. He was searching for a reason to follow Jin's lead. I'm guessing he found it, since his parting advice to me was, I'm running away now. Please don't tell anyone which way I went. Winning the contest was just what Bess needed. She's back to being the best we all know, and making friends right and left. George was soon well enough to move around a bit and got to join us on an exciting tour of New Zealand. Although she had a tough time keeping her eyes open. Guess how many counting sheep jokes Bess made? I don't actually know. I fell asleep trying to keep track. That's my story of being on reality TV. After talking to some former contestants, I guess our experience was pretty much exactly how it goes every time. Can't wait to see you. Love, Nancy.
Hooray! So, what does SPIDE actually stand for? I think it's that. Yay! And here's a trailer for the next game in the series. Awesome. The awesome game where she goes to Greece.
In ancient days of Greece long past, Hades searched for a queen to sit beside his darkened throne. On Mount Olympus, it was decided Persephone, the life of spring, now belonged to the night below. Demeter tried to save her daughter, but the seeds of deception had already been sown. Join us on our next adventure and escape from the Labyrinth of Lies.
Ooh, Labyrinth of Lies. So that's the end of the game. Studio audience, do you have anything fancy to say before we end this video? I don't know. They're not talking about anything. Is there anybody in the studio audience? I'll be able to see after I finish playing. Look at all these people making games and stuff. Everybody likes the idea of Labyrinth of Lies. Labyrinth of Lies, the acronym for it is going to be LIE. I was going to go with LOL, but no, they want LIE. I still feel kind of bad. The first time I played this game, I just watched the credits because I wanted to see, you know, if we had the same George or a new George. And I saw Jamila's name in there, and I'm like, oh no, Jamila's the culprit in this game? No! It turns out I was wrong. But, it doesn't matter. Ah, somebody likes pizza. Good job, studio audience. Somebody likes their cat. Aww, that's sweet. And yeah, somebody makes a good point. Nancy says, join us on my next adventure instead of join me on my next adventure. So it's possible that, you know, Nancy's going with Bess or George or Ned or the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys are going to be a phone conversation, so I think we can call them. I don't know what book it's going to be based off of, so I'm told it's one of the original Nancy Drew books that I haven't read because I've only read 2 of them. Ooh, somebody else likes her cat. Wow. Cats are very popular with the studio audience, apparently. Hi, Kiri. Hey, Kiri. Hey, George. George looking all sporty and athletic when she's not really going to do anything at all. Sunny with his hair. And together, we are the people who make poses. Alright, thank you very much for watching, everybody. This has been the Nancy Drew 2014, the 2014 Nancy Drew Mega Marathon. Hooray!